did no one tell me that? Someone should have said the midlife crisis happens in the 20s, not the 30s, love. Hello, hi. Guess who's back in the motherfucking cut? Hey, baby. I'm back. It's been a long year hiatus. Why did no one tell me that the moment you turn 28, it's like you just enter your adult body? I feel like I just woke up and I was an adult at 28. Did I even get the last 4 years? Did I even get a chance to feel like I was 26, 27, 28? I don't know. Someone should have said the midlife crisis happens in the 20s, not the 30s, love, or the 40s. It happens in the late 20s. And no one's told me, but I'm back. I'm back after a long hiatus, and I'm hoping I'm here to stay. As you can see, I'm more vibrant, I'm more alive, I'm back in the body, baby, okay? I was shy, but the shyness is slowly dwindling, and I'm loving it here. The main character and the villain era has been erroring, and it's been going amazing. But let me fill you in on what's been going on. Let's begin. Let me get my notes, okay, guys? Because you know me. First things first, let's talk about it. Why did I step back? First of all, I was really fucking vulnerable on YouTube when I first came on, and I had the desire to do that, but I think that also showed me how I navigate emotions and connecting to people. So I had to step back for a few things: mental health, work, life. It was hitting me, honey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess because I was being so vulnerable, I had a certain expectation that would come with that. But yeah, you can see my energy has shifted. I'm a lot more vibrant, I'm a lot more excited because I'm back in my city. I'm a city girl and I'm finally ready to accept it. So that's the reason why I had to step back. I had to do a lot of inner reflection, as per usual. You know how we do on this channel. I feel like the 20s is about learning about how you became who you are. And I think that's something that's not spoken about enough, actually. 20s are really about learning how you became who you are, and unlearning or deciding whether you want to continue with some of those ideologies or not. And yeah, it's tough. No one talks about that, and we need to talk about that more. It's tough, especially in this day and age where we have so much freedom. You know, in a sense it can be liberating, but also terrifying. So that's one of the reasons why I had to step back. The second one was I lost my job. I was just going through it, 2024, up, down, up, down, up, down. You guys know I had a job at Nike and that got cancelled last second. I ended up working at the bank. Oh my God. Corporate is not for me. It's not for me. It's not for me, okay? And I learned that in this 2024, yeah? That I have thrived, and there is a reason why I've thrived as an entrepreneur and as a solo worker, because I'm realizing that I'm an empath, and I didn't understand the degree at which I was that until I took some time back to reflect on who I am and how I became who I am, essentially. I feel like me stepping back, I was kind of forced to step back. I didn't choose to step back. I mean, obviously, of course, everything's a choice, but I felt like I was forced by my circumstances to say, okay, we need to stop like just doing stuff and really think about why we're doing stuff. And actually, it led me to a really deep relationship with my cultural spirituality and mythology, which has been so liberating for me. I really think that's important, actually. I will say that understanding spiritual stories and mythologies from your culture gives us a chance to feel seen in our spiritual lives. Like learning about, not necessarily Ifa, but Orishas, deities, learning their stories, has really allowed me to see myself in this world where before I didn't really feel seen or like my experiences, many other people have had them. And that was so liberating. So I'm very passionate about that now, and I feel like I would love to enlighten my community more on that spiritual heritage that we have. It's like I realized that my energy isn't infinite, and my experiences, both good and bad, have shaped who I am as a person, and that has been liberating. Instead of before, I guess it was more stuck in like a victim point of view. But that's what I'm saying about the 20s, right? It's like you have to choose who you're going to be. It's the pivotal time where you choose, am I going to be a victim in my life and continue my traumas, or am I going to decide, well, that was fucked up and I'm not going to repeat this, by intentionally living. And I had to disconnect from everything to fully immerse myself in that experience, so that I can come back and tell you guys what I recommend. I would recommend 100%. Yeah. Oh, we got a phone call. You just give me a moment, y'all. Give me a moment. So all of that has happened. What have I learned from those things, right? So the first thing I've learned is I've got cat hair all over me. Oh my god. So the first thing I learned is continued gentleness. Just continuously being gentle with myself is so important. What they don't tell you is that your inner child actually never dies. So you're going to continuously have to learn to nurture it. And I feel like the better we learn to nurture our inner child, the better we can nurture other children. But that's a topic for another day. Let me know in the comments if you do agree. Put purple heart in the comments so I know that you're rocking with that unconditional self-love in your life, honey. Okay. 2. What I learned was something that I love to call self-loveness over selfishness. It's a shift in perspective. You know, we really believe that caring for ourselves and putting ourselves at the center of our experience is selfish. But it's because we have those connotations that we have a sense of deep judgment and projection of self-love, right? If we all centered ourselves with truth and honesty, which is very key factors of love, then you would see that self-loveness is not selfishness. Selfishness is very different. And selfishness prioritizes self at the detriment of others. Now, self-loveness, in rare occasions, may not make everyone happy, but it's not intentionally done to discredit or disregard somebody else. So that's another thing I had to really shift my perspective on. Self-loveness. Choosing me, prioritizing me from a place of love and care, and surrounding myself with people who do that also. I'm more like, I'm me, you're you, we can be ourselves together kind of person. In friendships, relationships, family-ationships, whatever you call it. That's my perspective, and that's something that I've learned. Surrendering more to myself and valuing myself as someone who's an empath. So that's number 2. Number 3, I've really noticed a shift in what focusing on creativity inwardly is compared to for the consumption of others. And it's made me really see where my passion and desire for creativity wants to express itself, and it's very exciting. So I'm looking forward to expressing more of that and sharing more of what goes on inside my head. Okay, let's finish off with some milestones and what's happened. I'm back in London, which is so exciting. I'm very, very grateful, and I've managed to acquire a job, or get a job in something that I'm super passionate about, so I'm really grateful for that. I have kind of taken a little step back from modeling agency-wise so that I can focus on fitness, and that's really funny, right? Because as a model, fitness is really, really important, and it's something that you do to elevate your career. But I feel like I had subconsciously picked up so many expectations and ideologies that I was beginning to have negative associations with my body and fitness and my career. So I said, okay, we're mixing all of these things up too much. We need to separate them so I can focus on fitness from a place of self-care, self-love, intentionality, rather than I'm doing this for my job. So yeah, I've been focusing more on fitness. I've been going to the gym, I've been running, I love it, it feels amazing. It's definitely elevated my mindset and really helped with, yeah, more focus, especially as an ADHDer. The runner's high, why did no one tell me about that shit? Runner's high is crack. It's crack, okay? And I'm just enjoying finding new highs. As someone that used to dabble in some fun stuff, I'm enjoying some new highs that aren't that are also beneficial to the well-being. So that's been really nice as well. I mean, of course, big changes didn't happen overnight. Like, some of these things happened gradually or, you know, over a few months. But I will say, overall 2024 has led me to truly being the owner of my experience from an action-based point of view, and not just from a... It's so beautiful though, isn't it? Spirituality, right? From an action-based point, not just from a conception of a manifestation or, you know, a visualization, which is quite funny because technically I have shown the physical example of how spiritual comes and manifests into the physical, because I did have all these ideas about who I wanted to be, and I conceived them and wrote them and sat with them and visualized them and felt them, and now I'm actually living them. I'm actually living them, and I just find that I'm really grateful for that. I will say I put in the work, and it helps me understand that people that are great, they have this confidence that people are like, how did you get there? It's because they put the fucking work in. Like, they deserve to be there. No matter who you think is who is what, they deserve to be there because they put the work in. It takes a lot of sacrifice to be confident and take ownership. It takes a lot of, ownership, doing, honesty and accountability to be great. And yeah, I can confidently say I'm reaching that point, and I'm happy, I'm feeling good about it. Yeah, I would recommend, guys. Let me know if you want any tips or if you have any questions on how I got to this stage, or anything, drop it in the comments. I want to hear from you guys, please. I want to encourage you guys to experience and embrace your own path, and don't think it's going to be smooth sailing. Be present with all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly, because there is some ugly shit, especially if you've had traumas in your youth that you will have to face. But I just want to encourage you to embrace it and surrender to it, and just try not to let it consume you. Know that it's all part of your story and all part of your journey, and you will reach the goal from a place where you feel like, yes, I can responsibly hold this goal and make it a legacy. It's poetry, baby. I've loved getting back in touch with you guys. I've missed you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do let me know in the comments, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in 2024, and what are you looking forward to in 2025? Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment so that I know we're on the same page and I know what you guys are feeling. Love you guys. Have a happy new year, because I post this in January, and I will see you very soon. Bye. I managed to get the baby. I managed to get the baby, guys. Hey, boo boo, say hi to everyone. They haven't seen you for so long. Say hi, say hi, say hi, everybody.